but with this march, it's down to 82 because it's got these layers spread out, right? Like 13 cav archers and siege, and only 12 infantry, and then 12 shooters, cav, and siege. And then the numbers drop a lot down at 11, and then 10 and below it drops down to like 1,000 each, and then from 9 and below it's like 100 each. But I got guys in every class at every level all the way through this whole preset.
Yeah, I did that for Wolf Creek 1 all the way down to T3s, but I decided after that, like, I don't know if it's worth it after that, is it?
From what I've read it is, and the reason why is that each one of those layers takes an extra turn of combat for the enemy to get through. Apparently they attack all your guys at once. They attack like each group of troops separately, and it's like a time thing. There's like each turn some combat occurs. You know what I mean? And I don't understand the mechanisms, what order it goes, or any of this other stuff. But like when these guys do the layering, it's literally because of that, because it gives you a time advantage. The enemy has to spend time like chewing out a layer that only has like 10 level 2s in it, and meanwhile your 13s and 12s are pounding him.
Yeah. Alright, we're in. There's no one here. Well, there's Royals and Sparta, but there's no enemy. Don't say that.
Alright, I guess we can talk about it. So I'd like to start personally with me going over to the Knight's Hall and grabbing that real quick.
Yep.
And then I'll just go down and to the sides from there. Like I'll get Knight's Hall, I'll get that portal that's down below it, and then I'll move to the west and pick up the portal.
I'm going to take Constantinople, or at least sit there and reinforce it. The main building.
Yeah. And then work your way up.
Yep. Oh, Heath, how you going? I see I remember to turn my mic on this time so I can actually reply to you. Last time I was just talking myself.
Oh, and then there's the rally hall. What does that do? Do we ever figure out what the rally hall does?
I don't think we did. Oh, we got a good team in, but we got no enemy. Staccario is in.
I've got everyone turn on your buffs.
Oh, we don't need them yet.
No, but I'm using the 1 hour 20% buffs for now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just from the start. I could always overwrite it, but I don't have much of the other larger buffs anyway.
Alright. Oh yeah, Heath, so my mining partner quit, so I'm on my own next year. That'll be some interesting stuff. I'll talk to you about that later. I'll call into one of the streams sometime. Alright, buddy. How long have we got?
2 minutes.
There's still no one here.
Man. Alright, so just for the sake of... let's see, who else is on the phone? It's me and you and Zeta and who else?
Royals is in the call, but I'm not sure if he's in the call. I added Royals to the call. It's our group.
Okay.
We're versing server 880, so if anyone does come in, they could have a lot of power, man. Server 880. That's old.
I'm pretty nervous about that. If someone comes in with like 1 billion power, they're just going to wipe me out, and it doesn't matter what I did.
Man, if someone comes in with that much power, we're going to have to move, like, fast.
Well, but remember last time when that one guy had like 1.4 million troops, And when he wiped my city out, he still lost 450,000 of his own troops.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He would probably lose at least twice that many now. He might. So a bunch of things happened. My walls went from level 32 to 33. My archery tower went from 32 to 33. I got that defense general, worked him up. I had been saving all my general's experience for like the last 2 or 3 days. Got him up to like 22 immediately. Put some gear on him. Because I did some reading and found out that the wall general does actually benefit from gear.
Yep.
Oh, and here we go. Alright, I'm going to the Knight's Tower first. You're going to Constantinople.
Yep.
Everyone else pick something so we're not stepping on each other.
Someone else will probably try and get to Constantinople, but I'm already going to be here. Oh no, Royals is here. And he beat me. Whatever. I'll reinforce. And I'll send... Someone else is already going there. Hospital.
Fuck.
What? Someone here?
No.
Good.
Oh, it was Zeta that... Okay. Zeta, we walked on each other. That's the thing.
Oh, you were at the line.
I was the one trying to go down there, and when you appear, see, you appeared literally right where I was trying to appear, and so I didn't appear there, but I thought I did because I saw something appear there, and then when I started moving, it was still at the Knight's Tower, but that's why I mentioned on the phone where I was going to go before the match started, so that we wouldn't do that, because I just lost like a minute worth of capturing cities. I said I was going to the Knight's Tower, and then I was going south of there and then work my ways.
Excuse me, I didn't know that.
It's no big deal. Let's see.
I'm going to the portal.
I'm already there.
In
the north.
East.
I'm there. Oh, I'm in the north.
Okay.
Actually, I'm just everywhere at the moment.
So
I might sit here.
I'm down at the Crystal Mine down south. Okay, pulling out.
Well,
I think
someone better come and try and kill us or something. Now what are we gonna do? Oh,
sit there and
I was coming in hot.
From a mile away.
Yeah, well, I'm protecting.
I think, yeah.
I'm protecting that portal.
So I think we own everything now.
We do.
Yeah.
And so.
So now.
I think what I'm going to do is go over to Constantinople and reinforce.
Reinforce that? Yeah, good idea. What can I do? I can feed a dragon.
Just don't lose the nice hole. That's the most important, I think.
I don't think we can lose anything at the moment. There's no one here.
Yes, for now. But they show up, maybe.
Well, if some...
Right,
with server 880, so if someone big comes in halfway through the game, we could be in trouble.
Yeah.
I do want to show you guys some stuff in just a moment. If nobody's here, like if we have the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's nothing going on. Oh, hang on, something's not occupied. Oh, it is occupied. There you go, Brian got
Yeah,
it.
those little. Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh yeah, there's this portal that wasn't showing up, but it is actually ours. So, if you reinforce something, you get 20% of the points that somebody else is getting who took it to begin with.
Yeah, right.
So, you're going to get full points for everything that you took originally, and then everything that you occupy, you'll get more points for. So that's why I'm going to occupy different places than the places that I took originally.
Yeah, I'm occupying as much as I can.
Yes, I'm reinforcing them too.
You got 5 marches, so.
Might as well just make myself some more troops, I guess.
Well, so I've got a bunch of lower level troops, and so for my occupying forces, I'm just going down to like level 5 and saying, yeah, give me 1,000 troops.
The more power you put in, the more points you put in. More points you're getting, or how's this
I
work?
don't think so.
Huh.
I don't think it's working that way. I mean, think about this. You take a city to begin with, you're making points the whole game, and you didn't even leave anyone there.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
True that.
So I'm going to have 5 marches out.
Does it matter how much troops we send to reinforce to earn the points?
Apparently not.
I don't think.
I don't know.
Okay.
Alright.
Now, the one weakness here is that if an enemy does show up,
And all our troops are out.
Get all my shit back.
Yeah, that could be an issue. But at least if the enemy does show up and destroys us while all the troops aren't home, no one's going to get killed.
Well, in my case, I'm only sending very small numbers of lower level troops out to the reinforcement points.
Oh, right. In my case, I got no one left in the castle.
I've got almost all of the forces that actually mean anything. Yeah, I've got almost all the forces that actually mean anything still at home, and just a very small token force out at these 4 different cities. Well, 5 different places. So I got 5 marches out reinforcing places. So when you guys are done, I want to show you something if you're interested.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything right now.
Yeah, show us.
Okay, let's see. All right, so if you bring up your generals window, let me get to the generals window myself. Okay, if you bring up the general's window itself, and then you look up at the top where it says all, and then it has the cross swords, and then it has like the hammer, and then the crown, and then the little castle on the right.
Yeah.
So click that castle on the right. And the question is, do you see anyone there?
Yeah, I got 2 blokes there.
Alright, if you look at those guys, do they have debuffs on them?
No.
Yeah. I got debuff, reduce enemy's troop attack by 10%.
Yeah.
And what's the other dude?
Alright.
The other dude is enemy range troop siege machine attack is reduced by 10%, and enemy ground troops and mounted defense by 20%.
Okay. So for a strong city defense, those 2 guys need to be mayors of your subordinate cities, of the two of them, right?
Yeah.
Because those debuffs will be applied to the enemy when he attacks your main city, if your subordinate city is set to defend your main city. So if you have buffs on your general in the subordinate city, the buffs will only affect the city that he's in. Okay, but the debuffs will apply to the main city as well. But the buffs won't. Because the buffs on your main city are coming from your wall general and your secondary wall general. So your wall general ought to be fully armed, really high power, all starred out, and like just as developed as much as possible, because your wall general is like a general leading your army, except the wall general is leading everybody who's back in the city.
I'm gonna have to do some work on him.
The wall general's equipment, it has to be good. Its skills have to be good. You want to be starred out. You want to be as high level as you can, so that the leadership and the attack and the defense and all that stuff, right? So the wall general should be awesome. And so West has Boudica, which I don't have, but I got this other guy named Wallace.
I got Boudica on both of them, but I use that Lai Tung Kiet. The one I sent you the other night from West Oz.
Oh, really? Did I see that guy?
Yeah. Increases trap triggering rate by 60% and in-cities range troop attack and defense by 30%.
Okay. Well, I mean, you'd have to compare that with Boudica. I'm going to compare that with Wallace. You know, for now, Wallace is the only one I have.
I need to work on Boudica. I got a lot of work to do on the generals, actually. In general.
So, bottom line is, you want the wall general to be something that has really good buffs, and the ones that you want specifically are the ones that say, you know, blah, 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 when the general is the chief defense general. Like, there's only a couple of, like, 2 or 3 generals in the whole game where their skills say when the general is in charge of defense or something like that.
Yeah.
And because then those buffs apply to everybody in the city. And then you take the debuff generals and put them in your subordinate cities that are also set up to defend the main city, and then those debuffs hit the enemy when they attack. And then of course you want guys in every troop type in every level in the city, because the same reason it's going to take the enemy like rounds of combat internally. Like when you attack, it's like it goes through a bunch of different rounds of combat, so you want everything spread out so it takes them as much time as possible while your big guys are chewing them down. And then one of this YouTube video that I saw, this guy had a defense that was really, really heavy on siege engines and ranged.
Yeah, right.
And he basically said that with his layers set up the way they were, he had a lot of the extra rounds of combat while the enemy's like chewing it through his like level 2s and 5s and 8s and whatever. Meanwhile, his siege and range are just destroying him the entire time. And so this guy literally had, I don't know, like 1 million siege towers. You know, like every level down, he had like 100,000 of them. You know what I mean? And at the top level, he had like, I don't know, maybe it was 1 million, maybe it was something else. But he had this unbelievable defense with a ton of siege and archers. So I don't have that many. but in fact, I think the level with the most siege is like 100,000 of them.
What level was he?
This guy was like upper 30s or something, you know. So he's in a territory that we're not in. But I tried to take the principles of what he was doing in the video and do that myself, like the best I could. So, like right now, if I go to my city view, I go to the rally point, and then I look at the troop details from rally point. I've got 3.5 million troops based in my city when they're all home, right? 174,000 traps. So I can have more traps, but I haven't made them. But 3.5 million troops because I made 1 or 2 loads of troops, like full loads at every level of every troop type below like level 10, and then from like 10, 11, 12, and 13, I made large numbers of troops, like 100,000, 200,000 at a minimum, and then the most I have is like 800,000 level 13 cavalry. And
far out. I don't even have 200,000 T12s anymore. Oh yes, I do. I got 215,000. I still need some more to kill those the level 1 Bayard.
Yeah.
I had like 350,000 before we got destroyed.
Before we lost.
Oh man, should have streamed that. Everyone would have got a good laugh out of that one.
Well, 3.5 million troops spread out over, you know, a bunch of troops at every level and every type, all the way up to 10. But then it's a lot of troops like above that, much bigger. But like I was going down to like level 10 and making like another 30, 40,000 troops of each type, like over the last day or so, and then at like a level 11 doing the same, and just like keep boosting those numbers up. It turns out that for the resources you spent, the attack and defense ratings and the hit points that you get, it's a little bit more efficient. Believe it or not, you pay a little bit less per unit of effectiveness for these like level 10s and 11s, so you can boost the numbers up a little bit higher. And those higher numbers at those levels just takes longer for the enemies to chew through, while your 14s or I don't have any 14s, 13s and 12s are punching them in the nuts. So yeah, 529,000 level 13 archers, 800,000 level 13 cav, 200,000 level 13 siege towers. But I don't have warriors at level 13 yet. I gotta go back and get
This
the
must
warrior
have cost
barrack.
billions of resources, right? Oh, hang on, we got buffs. What are we looking at? Attack, defense, and HP for ground troop, team, troop healing team. Well, we haven't lost anything. I guess we'll go for the attack, defense.
Go for the buff,
yeah.
Well,
Or
that
else.
sucks. We have got no enemies.
Well, it's fucking annoying because I just made like new presets and I wanted to test them out. And I know you spent hours making presets that you want to test out. Oh,
I spent hours and hours and hours and hours.
What the hell? Oh, someone else is here now. Who else is here? Mississippi just rocked up. The new members are getting the fucking... They're like, what the hell is this? Nothing going on. Oh. You'd think if they don't come after like half an hour, you just get a fucking free win or something, eh?
But no, we gotta sit here the entire time.
Well, I did read something about if the enemy forfeit, you get a battlefield buy. Where the fuck did I read that?
So I did spend some money going into this weekend, and what I did is I waited, and I found a package. I'm embarrassed to even say it, but it was a fairly expensive package. But I did it because I had a 3X. So I bought it when I was able to get 3 times as much as normal. And that's what I used. I was able to get my walls and my archery tower up.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I'm trying to get to trying to get the stables and the archers to 32, but all that other shit you gotta upgrade first. The archer tower and the mine and the quarry, and it's like billions of resources at this stage.
Well, when Hondo was talking the other day, he was going to upgrade his keep to like, what was it, 38 or something like that.
Oh, what? I don't even have an assistant general on the wall. I better fix that.
Yeah, so you definitely want an assistant. So, because I am heavy on siege and archers, I made sure that my main general on the wall and my assistant general on the wall had skills for archery and siege, mainly, right?
Yeah.
And then he's got some gear that like affects the siege and all that. All right, let's see if I'm able to show you guys something here. Is my main general out? What the fuck? My main general's off.
I had to bring out my generals from my sub-cities for this because I thought we were going to run into some enemy. I use Hestia and Lewis on the sub-cities because they train the construction speed's a lot faster. But if I'm going into battle, then yeah, I'll take them out and use them.
We are 10 now. Who else joined?
Iltav just joined.
Oh, yeah.
So when my main general gets back, I wanna show you guys something else. So I got that package that I spent the money on that was triple, but I got a couple of smaller packages that were doubles, and everything that I did was specifically to get like the most resources I possibly could because that's what I needed. And then I've just been collecting, and I beefed up all my mines and my lumber like a couple weeks ago. All of my mines and lumber are like 31 or 32. So I'm actually getting,
Holy shit.
millions per day of those resource types. But those are the ones I'm behind in, right? Because the lumber is used for archery, and the ore is used for cavalry pretty heavily.
Yeah, and cavalry, calves need shitloads of ore.
It's insane how much ore.
Oh, I know.
Like right now, my capacity for training is like I make like I don't know maybe 7,000 something per load, and it will take like 30 or 40 million ore to make one load. It's like what the fuck.
Holy shit, man! I thought 19 was bad enough, 19 million to make my T12s, but that's a lot of resources. How much do I need to upgrade? Yeah, I know. Barrack, are these fucking ground troops not even at 31 yet? Man.
So, last time we played this, where I actually was fighting those guys, my main march had my assistant general, and then when I look at more closely in the last day or so with that assistant general, I'm like, okay, she's great for against monsters, right?
Yeah.
But all the skills that she had were, you know, give you this buff when the general is leading the attack on monsters. And I'm like, okay, well, for monsters it's great, but for players it sucks because none of those skills will work, right? So I had to choose a different second general that did not have skills that said on monsters. And then I looked at my main general, and it turned out a couple of his skills were just really stupid skills. I don't even remember what they were anymore, but they weren't very helpful.
Yeah, I wasn't really checking them too much for a while, and then I was like, oh yeah, I better look into this a bit more because they really do play a big part in how much damage you take when you send out a team.
Yeah. So I changed 2 skill bugs on my main general in a way that actually make him more effective, like for real, against other players and against mobs actually, but especially against the other players.
Oh, I'm gonna need to get another beer because this is going rather slowly. I might do some building work.
So I'm gonna link my main general here for a second.
Oh yeah, hang on, I'm getting a beer. Oh man, when I got into bed last night and I just checked my phone because I thought I might have forgot to put the research on, and then I found out that all my thieves are out, and so were the thieves on fucking Wolf Creek 1, and all my troops are out on both accounts, so I didn't kill any of them, I don't think.
Oh man.
That's so annoying, they come out the worst time. It's because I sent them out for Relic.
Yeah, I hate it when the thieves come out. I move around the map a lot, which is funny because when Hondo was there, I couldn't do that. But like when he was gone, I went back out today looking for pyramids to occupy.
Yep.
And so then I was killing just normal bosses with no rallies because I'm across the map from everybody. And then the thieves will appear, and they're like 500 kilometers from everybody. I don't even send invites out at that point.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, what am I looking at on this general, this flash helmet you got here?
So it's the helmet and the spear. And what's
Yeah.
funny is this guy had an Ares spear, but I had to make a different one. So now I have this extra Ares spear because I had to make an Achaemenid spear. But what you're looking at is if you look at the spear or the helmet, you go down to the set attributes, and it says if you have 2 out of 6 in a set,
Yep.
you get all troops attack plus 10, right?
Yep.
So I had to make the spear to match the helmet in order to get that buff, but it was worth doing,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Because this is my main general. Just by making that spear, so it cost me a lot of time and speed ups and whatever, but with that spear, I get an extra 10%. It's not just 10% for infantry or cav or siege or archery, it's 10% for each of those. Just by making that spear, so I have a match set with the helmet, right? Now, if you look down below, I've got like dragon armor, but I'm only at 2 out of 6, which is gathering speed. Like, who gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
You notice I could be getting monsters attack and defense minus 10, right?
Yeah.
But I don't because the fucking pants are still Courageous King's armor because I've never managed to pick up the stupid dragon.
Oh, the scroll.
Pants.
Yeah.
the scroll for that. So as soon as I get that one done, then that will go up. Or if I'm able to get enough badges, I'll just upgrade all these dragon pieces to Ares. But there are these requirements. If you look in the Forge, in order to upgrade to Ares and stuff, you have to have certain requirements met, and some of them are pretty hard to get. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
You know how, like, to build the Wonder, you have to have, like, like, been the king for a week or whatever. I don't know. Whatever it is. Or, like, during an SVS, you have to be, like, top 5 or something.
Yeah.
Well, some of the requirements to upgrade the dragon armor to Ares are kind of like that. Like, get some trophies in your art hall built up that are actually kind of hard to do. Like, have more than one dragon up to, like, 4,000 experience.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, some of this shit takes ages.
But if you look down on the King Arthur, I actually put a ton of these things that you've all been accumulating forever and ever, and got those 5 skills that you see down below, including the green one. All those first 4 skills are up at genius level, so it costs hundreds of thousands of gems, and like probably like 100,000 of those, whatever the badges are that are required to update those specialties.
Oh, the refining stone, was it?
Yeah, something like that. Whatever the stone is that you need. But if you get the first 3 to genius, then you can get the 4th one. And if you get the 4th one up to genius, you get to add that one on the end, that 5th one. And that 5th one can be leveled from 1 to 10. And that 5th one is actually worth plus 10% troops and plus 25 flat bonus to attack. But it's plus 10% hit points across all the troops. And that's because it's at level 10 at the moment. And then each of those skills, like Legendary Knight, enemy troop attack -3, march size capacity +4, conversion of deaths into souls is plus 10%, ranged troop and siege machine attack +10, mounted troop attack +10, mounted troop defense +10%. So like those things are definitely, like, if you can work on those, it's like these little buffs, and then you add it with the buff that you get from having a match set with my spear and the helmet. That's another 10%. See what I'm saying? Like, incrementally, you're hitting a little improvement everywhere you can get. And then the dragon I've had for quite a while, and I've been feeding it those orange stones every time I got him.
Yep.
That dragon, he's up to like 26% on the ranged attack and something else because of that dragon buff, just from feeding him those orange stones.
Nice.
And anyway, so if you look around, like I wanted to point out with this main general, there's the skill books down below, but then there's those specialties. Once you hit level 25, you can work on the specialties. And then you've got the armor itself that has awesome bonuses. Like, look at that Achemity Spear. It's like plus 45% mounted troop attack. Enemy ground troop defense and enemy ground troop hit points, -40. Those are pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty outrageous.
But it's the stats on the gear itself, plus the stats for having matched set of gear, plus the specialties, plus the dragon and the dragon talents and feeding the dragon and all that other stupid stuff. Like, you're just looking for points everywhere, and there's little buffs like this all over the place if you keep looking. And then have the city wall generals with the ones that have bonuses if he's the general of the city defense. And then you find the debuff generals and put them in the sub-cities, and now the enemy that attacks your city will have to deal with those debuffs. So they get weaker because of that. There's just so many places to find points. And then just set up troops of every level in your city. Dude, I've got troops that I created just to sit in the city. They're not even part of any marches. Right? And sometimes I'll grab some of these to go out and hit a relic or something like that, right? Because I don't need good troops to hit a relic. So I'll grab all these low-level troops.
Yeah.
But otherwise, these troops are of all these different levels are just sitting there waiting for someone to attack so that I have layers that they have to work through before they get to the good stuff. And meanwhile, my high-level archers and siege and stuff are tearing them apart.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that happen tonight, and then nobody showed up.
Well, when have we got SVS? It's like 5 or 6 days. Then we can practice all the PvP we want. Although we've got the bogs coming up soon. There's normally always someone in bog. No one seems to come to the BOC. Don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Actually, wasn't this the only one that we lost? We always win the BOG, but we lost one of these. We've only lost one battle, I know that.
Was I even there for that? I think that was.
Nah, man, you came in right at the end.
Oh, that's right.
And we're already all destroyed.
Yeah, I showed up at the very end and like took a portal, and then a guy appeared, and I ran over to some other thing. But I actually hit one of them. Like one guy showed up to hit me on that other team, and he was weaker than I was, and I actually took out some of his dudes.
Yeah.
But then there was a bigger guy that I could have never done that. See, that's the thing with SVS, dude. It doesn't matter all the work that I just did in the last couple days, right? All the improvements that I made across the board. In SVS, if I go over there, some motherfucker with like 2 billion power is gonna, you know.
Who knows who we're gonna be. Hopefully it's not a matchup like the last fucking 3 have been, where we got people with 3, 4, 5 billion power just sitting in there like demolishing us.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna get in there and get it done anyway. Oh, makeshift coder. Hi, Josh. How's it going? Nothing's going on because our fucking enemy forgot to come to the battle. It's unbelievable. Put a movie on, eh? The problem with this one is there's not even anything that we can kill if there's no enemy.
Yeah, at least with the other one, there's like those bosses.
Yeah, you can kill shit. Well, I suppose I can open some of the 100,000 boxes I've got to... All I really need is more materials.
Well, so I stayed up past midnight, which was the reset, right? And I got a bunch of stuff opened up that happens at reset. But then a few hours later, there's a bunch of other stuff. So I just logged in. I sat down in time for this to start. I've got these little red dots all over the place. I gotta go open the boxes and get all that stupid stuff.
I was up to 2 a.m.
Was it?
Yesterday, yeah, that's when I had to switch account to fucking kill the invite to the thieves. So annoying. Oh, Brewers Prospecting, how you going? Oh, far out, I got heaps of people watching the show tonight. Typical, and we got no one to battle.
Yeah, it's not a very exciting show.
It's not a very exciting show at all.
I spent some time last night. It had been like 2 or 3 weeks since I did this, so I had a lot of blazons to use to upgrade. So I went looking through my infantry, cav, archery, and siege, and made match sets. So I went in and looked at them and said, okay, there's bonuses for like getting 2 of 6, 4 of 6, 6 of 6. And the 6 of 6 bonuses were like awesome. So I went through all of my troop types, looked at the blazons, picked a blazon type to get a match set on, and then changed the ones that weren't that, right? And I looked through them all to get ones that seemed like they'd give me the most benefit. And then I used up most of the blazons that I had left just upgrading those.
Yeah, right.
So I got a few a few percent on attack, a few percent hit points, a few percent defense, etc., etc. Just with these blazons in all of the troop types.
I did work on them today on the West Oz account, but I still have heaps of work to do on this account. Wolf Creek. Like heaps.
Well, so like I work from home, right? So I'm able to look over from time to time. I'll start up a rally or I'll whatever.
I don't really work at all. I just do what I fucking want.
Like pull the gold off the ground. Dude, that gold nugget that you showed the picture of was pretty awesome, man. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, that one's worth about 10 grand. I was just pulling it out today to show some people. It's just laying around at the moment. I better put it away before I go to bed. But yeah, when you...
$10,000 gold nugget, man.
Yeah, man. Imagine trying to hide $10,000 in cash. You'd have to have a pretty big hiding place. But if you have $10,000 in gold, you only got to have a pretty small hiding place. There you got to remember where you fucking put it.
In your prison wallet.
Oh, that's only if someone's coming in to fucking get it.
Oh, man, I'm looking through my items right now, and there's all these things like champions tokens, and some stupid fish, and some salt, and some other tickets, and, you know, there's like all these stupid things now, and some of them been there for a while.
Yeah, there's so much shit in there that's starting to stack up now. I don't even know what half it's for anymore. Like, what the fuck's this Key of Dawn? What does that do?
Key of Dawn. Let's see. I've got the Lunar Sacred Mirrors, the Underworld Key. So we got for Hecate, like for that Norwegian shit to come back, to cycle back through. I've got a bunch of keys for that. What's this key of whatever it was you just said?
Oh, I can't even remember. What are these military tactics fucking material optional chests? This is some new thing.
Oh. So this is really frustrating because you see these military tactics books and you think that it's that new thing that if you go over to the rally spot it says military tactics.
Yeah.
No. Those use a different book, and if you hit the plus sign, it says you can get them by purchasing packages or by daily activity. Like, get military treatise by reaching 20 and 120 daily activity. Well, guess what? I hit 20 and 120 daily activity every fucking day. I get all of them, right?
Yeah.
Do you think I get any of those tactics books? No, I got jack shit. So I'm looking around for, okay, well, what packages will provide those? And none of them do. I haven't seen a single package where those treatises were a part of the package. And so you get these other things, these tactic scrolls that have the same fucking name. It turns out there's a military academy at like level 36 keep that you can build, right? It opens up a new slot in your city, and that military academy uses those tactic scrolls. So you're just going to collect thousands of them until you get level 36, 10 years from now. But the treatises, which is that brand new thing, like under the rally spot, literally it says military tactics. So there's like guerrilla tactics, arrow barrage tactics, maneuver tactics, long range tactics, like all these things. And in order to train them, you need gold and these things called military treatise. And so far I've had 0 out of 50. And I'm kind of pissed because they put it in there and you can't do anything with it.
Fuck.
I haven't seen any of those treatises come up at all. So
but
I wonder if they pick up and...
By the time we unlock that bit, we might be retired. Both of us.
So, yeah. Well, I'm a lot closer to that than you are, that's for sure.
I don't know, bro. I find gold, remember?
Yeah.
I can retire tomorrow if I dig the right hole.
Well, I'm 55 years old. I just retired from the military. I was never full-time military, but I was a reservist for my entire adult life. Deployed 3 times, went on a bunch of schools and stuff, so it may have been part-time, but it was full-time a lot of the time.
Yeah. Oh, you can you can buy them dragon scrolls from the auction house.
The which ones?
The dragon scroll that you need for crafting your fucking leg armor.
Oh, like if they happen to have it up?
Yeah, there's one up at the moment. Oh, 2 boxes for 50k gems is the bid at the moment.
Dragon crystal? Yeah, see this tactic scroll? Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
This tactic scroll.
I got shitloads of them. What do you do with them?
You wait until level 36 and get that military academy.
Level
dude,
36?
Fuck. I think that they made a mistake because all of a sudden I'm seeing these tactic scrolls, but they're not the ones that apply to the rally point tactics thing, which also just came out, right?
Yeah.
What is this Valor Light Blazon level 15? Dude, there's a level 15 Blazon. What is the benefit of it, though? Dude, someone bid 15 million gems for this level 15 Blazon. Oh my god, dude.
Oh.
People have 15 million gems just sitting around.
Like the amount of gems I've spent on VIP points lately, man. Oh, jeez. Pretty outrageous.
So here's the weakness. Let's say you bid 45,000 gems on this dragon scroll chest, right?
Yeah.
If you look at it,
you only got 10% chance of getting your thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I got 10% for that. Like, it took me forever to get a helmet, to get the breastplate and stuff like that, and rings. Well, for whatever reason, I've still got like 2 or 3 or 4 swords, bows, axes, and spear scrolls. It seems you get those most of the time, right?
Yeah.
I have not seen that fucking leg armor scroll even once. And it's all I need to complete that 4 out of 6 set on that main dude.
Have I got that leg? Oh, I've got that leg armor on a couple of my generals.
The dragon legs?
Yeah. Let me see if I've got any of the scrolls for it. Oh, wait, that's wrong. Oh yeah, I do have a scroll for the dragon leg armor.
Oh yeah? Do you have the dragon weapon scrolls?
Let me have a look.
Dude, you know what?
I got one for the bow. I got one for the spear. I got 4 for the axe. I got 6 for the sword. Yeah.
Okay, so you're in the same position of having a shit ton of those. I've only got one of the bow. I've made a couple bows already.
Yeah, I only got one.
Spear?
The spear's
good.
good.
At the moment, but I've made spears too.
The spear's good if you want to send to monsters and stuff. What does the spear do? Actually, let me check.
The spear is for mounted.
Yeah. But you send your mounted to monsters, right?
Yeah. But it's like 25% to mounted troop attack.
Oh, I'm
March
actually...
speed to monsters, 30%.
I'm crafting a dragon spear at the moment. I'll speed that up, but I'm waiting to get more materials to craft the next thing, so there's no point speeding it up and having the forge sitting there idle if you don't have the materials to get on with the next thing, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting, trying to get some materials. So I'm only short on some leather at the moment, so hopefully tomorrow... Oh, actually once... I haven't even gone through and opened all the daily rewards and shit yet, so once I do that I might have it.
So, dude, the staffs at the right end of all the equipment, I have no idea where these patterns come from, the scrolls.
Oh
like
yeah,
it says console staff.
I've not seen any of them scrolls yet.
Yep, not a single one.
No idea
let's
where.
See. Let's see if I have what extra dragon scrolls do I have. Okay, I've got a dragon ring.
Holy shit, Zeta, are you there? You're in third.
I've got dragon boots pattern 3. You don't need boots, do you?
Boots? Nah.
So leg I do not have.
Oh, can you trade these things?
Dude.
No, you can't, can you?
Well, I don't know, because we got those Wayfarer bills that you can use to send people stuff.
Wait, let me check. I'll try and...
Dude, I've got the Fearless Dragon breastplate scroll. An extra one that I haven't used. Now, my wall armor guy, at some point, I want to make this stuff for him, you know what I mean?
You can't send scrolls.
You can't?
Nah, you can't send equipment.
Well, what can you send? What good are the...
You can send speed ups. You can send stuff like city teleporters, monarch experience, avatar change. You can send gems, but only small amounts, like 50 and 100. And you can send resource boxes up to 500k, just food, lumber, and stone and ore.
Dang it, dude.
Yeah.
The one thing that I'd like to do is like horse trade with people for those patterns.
Well, it'd be a good idea if you could trade with people, eh?
Yeah.
Because some people are going to have heaps of stuff they don't need, and other people are going to have heaps of stuff they're not going to need. So it makes sense.
So this general that I've got named Raimondo, right?
Oh, yeah.
Raimondo, he was my main wall general. Now he's the second one. Increases siege machines attack by 45% and ranged and siege machines defense by 25%. So now he's on the secondary general spot. So the siege is really powerful. And then I go to William Marshall. In-city ground troops and mounted troops HP by 20%. In-city ranged and siege attack by 20% when he's the main city defense general. And then I added siege machines attack range by 200 and ranged troops defense by 25%. So like he's got all this ranged and siege shit combined with the secondary general.
Yeah.
But he's also starting to build up his own sets of armor to give buffs. So I got to work on him, because really, if you're doing a lot of PvP or like these matches, that guy on the wall should have almost the best armor you have. But you have to look at the matched sets and see which set will give you the best buffs for city defense.
Boudica's not that great. If you look at her, she increases in-city ground troops and mounted HP by 15% and mounted troops attack by 30%. That's not that great.
Actually, you know what? I think that for...
Not compared to this guy. I'll send you this guy again, in case you didn't see him.
Okay.
But this guy is probably much better than that. I sent him to the battlefield chat. So I need to work on him, but if you look at him, increases traps triggering rate by 60% and in-city range troop attack and defense by 30%. Which is probably better than mounted for defense, right? Because you want ranged for defense rather than mounted, really. And then once you start ascending him, the buffs get a bit better. Hospital capacity plus 15% and shit like that. So yeah, I must work on him. I've got to do a lot of work to him, actually. I haven't really looked at him.
Yeah. I'm looking at your armor. You got like a patchwork of blue and purple and whatever. But like, if you get attacked, all those armor buffs that you could have would apply to everybody in the city. So you want that dude to be pretty tough.
Yeah.
How were you able to link that guy if he's set up as the wall general? Did you have to resign him from the wall to do the link and then put him back?
Nah.
How were you able to?
You just go to your generals and go to all, and it shows you all of them, even the ones that are on your buildings.
Scroll down.
They should be at the top. All the ones that are on your buildings should be at the top, and they'll have in green what they're in charge of.
Idle. No, I'm not.
Huh.
I'm not seeing my generals that are.
I'll send you.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Oh, god damn it! I had the little button that said idle. I had that selected, so it's filtering them out.
Yeah, no, you gotta have them on.
Please now, I keep pulling these guys off the wall just to look at them and then put them back and stuff. It's a pain in the ass. Oh, dude, here's another guy I got. So, you remember I had this one that was in charge of the archery tower? Or not the archery tower, but the archery camp, right? And then I got this other one named Sulla. He was actually a dictator in Rome before Julius Caesar.
Sweet.
Sulla did a whole bunch of bad shit, dude. He killed a whole bunch of his enemies and stuff when he was the dictator.
That's what they always do.
Oh, yeah. Increases ranged troops attack by 15% and ranged troops defense and hit points by 10% when general is the archery camp officer. So no matter where my ranged troops are, PvP or anything, just from this guy sitting in the camp, all the ranged attack is up by 15% and plus the defense and hit points. I mean, and you don't have to develop these guys, the ones who are in the camp. Now, what people were telling me online is this: take this guy out of the camp, put your best armor on this guy, and then put him back in the camp, and then remove the armor, and you still have the effect, because the power that was applied to your city from the general was the armor at the time you set him up as the camp officer, but then you can go in and strip his armor off, but you still get the effect of it because he had it on when you put him in.
So you still have the effects, but you just lose the overall power, though.
So what I need to do is take my main general with all that awesome armor, take it off of him, and then go through one by one with my camp officers, put the armor on them, set them up as the camp officer, take it off, put it on the next one, and just do that across.
That's going to be very interesting if that works.
Yeah.
Like.
But that's what I read, is that's what people do.
No shit. Alright, that's interesting. That's very interesting. When have we got BoC again?
I came up with this other guy. Check this out. Here's Kutuzov. So I'm starting to get like all the officers who were like specific to something. Like Kutuzov, when general, is the workshop officer.
Oh, yep.
And then you get siege machines attack and defense by 10%, whatever.
Yep.
Apparently there's generals like this for every slot.
Yeah, I've got some with specialties, man. You've got a few guys there that I don't have. But then again, I got a few guys that you don't have, I guess.
Oh, fuck me, dude. Okay. Oh my god. I just realized I've had this general for a long time now.
You put someone in the Senate, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah, I put Scipio in the Senate.
And can you still use him for battle and shit?
No.
Oh, because
once you put him in the Senate, he's just up there sanitizing and not doing anything else. But there's a buff that you get from having him there.
Do you keep your I don't know. I'll have to have a look. You can remove him at any time, eh?
Yeah, I can pull him out if I need to.
Because I think
So
the
what
only
happened is
person I got that'll go there is Lewis. Let me have a look.
So in my case, I had Scipio Africanus, right? And I had him up to level 27 and everything, right? But he was a ground officer. And when I discovered that I really needed to be doing mounted for everything, I switched out from him because all his buffs are for infantry. And I don't want to be using infantry, I want to be using mounted. So he kind of lost his job. And then I discovered that in the Senate, the level 1 title thing that you get at the very beginning is the ground troop one anyway. So he just sits in the Senate.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, it turns out that I don't have anyone that's applicable.
Anyone that can
No.
go in there. And then all these other ones, like Council State level 13, Council State level 4, whatever. So like the horse one requires Council of State level 3. My Senate thing is only at level 2. No, it requires level 4. And I'm at level 2. So to upgrade, I got to get the fucking dragon pasture up to level 31, and then probably you have to get the dragon pasture to 32 to get the Senate up to level 4, so I could use the mounted one instead. But yeah, you're right. So I did have a guy there, but that's because I wasn't really using him anymore.
Wait, what the fuck have I done? Oh. I couldn't find my generals for a minute. I clicked on one of the buttons like you fucking did. I had it on favourite and I had no generals there at all.
Yeah.
So
I can't believe
what the fuck's going on?
I've been going into the wall and pulling guys off and stuff just so I could look at them and
see you later, Heath. Yeah. Well, it's a good time to check out all the generals at the moment because there's fuck all else to do apart from drink beers. Yeah. Speaking of that, I'm going to get another one because I finished that one.
Dude, can you still hear me or?
Yeah, man.
Are you off getting it?
I can hear ya. So,
I've got this general named Sappho, right? Which is funny because Sapphic Love is the code name for lesbian. Anyway, so Sappho is a pretty odd-looking female, but she's a lesbian, so she's not interested in you, unfortunately.
Fuck it.
So, with Sappho, her main thing is increases the free construction speed up time by 25 minutes, march speed by 10%, and construction speed by 10% when you own the general. All you have to do is have her, and you get like 10% on your movement speed and your construction time and stuff.
Where do I get her from?
I just randomly got her. I've had her for a long time. She was one of the first epic generals that I opened a chest and clicked on the scroll and got her.
Well, Zeta was telling me that you gotta hold on to them epic general things and open them when there's like this special event on that gives you a 600% chance or something of getting a real flash one or something.
Really? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll get her to explain it to us after the match if she's still there. Well, fuck. 10v0. I thought we we got all these people in here. I thought we were going to have a good matchup tonight.
I know. Dude, I was so ready to go and just wipe out somebody if I could.
I might have to use
this. It made me laugh the other day.
Elise. I might have to use this Elise that I sent you last night. Increases ground troops and mounted HP by 30% and increases ground troops attack by 30% when she's got a dragon equipped.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So, about PvP marches, and these dudes that like write the web pages that explain it, they have like a general march that has like balanced forces across everything, but they also make specific marches filled with ground troops, filled with range, filled with like, mounted, whatever. And it's because they'll scout the enemy, and if the enemy has tons of ranged, then they'll use a ground-oriented, like an infantry-oriented march, because infantry counters range, right? And if they have an infantry march, then they'll use mounted, because mounted counters that. Yep. So they have a march set up for each thing that counters something else.
Yeah, and then they send one after another, eh? With generals specializing in that category. It makes sense. I've seen them do it on YouTube.
Do you have this general named Mansa Musa?
I do.
So he's the reduces enemy troops attack by 10%.
Yes.
And so you put him in a subordinate city.
Yes, I've got him. Increases subordinate city troops' deaths to survival by 10% as well.
And I happen to have another buff that was increase the construction speed by 35% in subordinate city when general is the mayor. So I slapped that on him so that his city that he's in charge of will grow faster too.
Yeah, man, nice. I must shuffle my generals around on the subs and see what's going to be best.
Dude, so I discovered something else. When you cultivate, and you do like a quick cultivate and use gems or whatever to speed it up, right?
Yep.
You go in and check the box that says total increase and then put politics increase. And politics, that's it, just politics. And you get the biggest gains. And the politics has to do with things like the construction speed in the subordinate cities. So you can raise your construction speed quite a bit by getting the politics up for the generals that are the mayor of a subordinate city. And so I just improved the politics of my mayors like yesterday. I went in and trained them up a bunch of times. Just because, you know, my subordinate cities, dude, my biggest one is still like 16 or 17. It's just growing really slow.
Really? How did you go with that general training? Did it make them train up quick? Because I need to train my generals. Do you have to actually occupy it, or can you just attack it and attack it and attack it, or you actually got to occupy it?
Oh, so you have to give it up, right? You have to actually abandon the city so that you don't own it anymore.
Yeah, but can't you just go find a random one that's already been abandoned on the map?
Well, but do you have an empty slot?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Do you have to occupy it? Can you not just? Oh yeah, so
you have to occupy it. So you have to give up one of your cities, whatever happens, right?
I'm not giving up any of my cities yet. I'll just unlock another slot soon. Because I've got like, holy shit, what? I've only got 2 uncommon subs and the rest are excellent. And on West Oz, they're all either excellent or legendary. So I'm not giving any of those up.
I've only got 2 excellents and 4 uncommons.
Well, I'm after some epic ones now, so I'm going to bid on some epic ones, I reckon. Yeah, so I'll confer with you about what sub-cities you're bidding on, so we're not bidding on the same one.
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea, eh? We don't want to be trying to outbid each other.
I was looking through each of those tabs before and found the ones that had like the least number of people bidding on it. And so there were some of them that had like tens of thousands of bids, and some of them that had like 200. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? I could put in 200 and have a 50% chance of taking it.
Yeah. Oh, God.
But the last cycle I completely missed. And then I logged in the next day and it was over. I'm like, God damn it. But here's the deal though. The very last time I did it, I set an alarm on my phone that went off like 15 minutes before the city that I wanted would end. And then I watched it until with 5 minutes left, I put my bids in that city because I wanted to make sure nobody else was doing the same thing. And all of a sudden they put hundreds of bids right before it closes.
Yeah, man. Nice.
And I was looking through each of those tabs before, and found the ones that had like the least number of people bidding on it. And so there were some of them that had like 200. And some of them that had like 200. And so I was looking through each of those tabs before, and found the ones that had like the least number of people bidding on it. And so there were some of them that had like 200.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So hang on. They didn't stack up. All the ones that you.
They what?
The ones that you didn't use last time, they disappeared, eh?
I thought that I still had them, but now I'm not sure because the number that it shows that I have now is 126.
Yeah, I think they disappeared.
But I thought I had several hundred, like 300 or 400 before, so they must have disappeared.
Yeah, they must have.
Which really sucks because I had enough. I could have guaranteed pretty much another like excellent, just depending on which tab.
Far out. Maybe the enemy's just waiting for me to get drunk. They'll come in the last 15 minutes and... Oh shit, there's someone here.
What?
Yeah,
Where?
bro, there's someone here. Where the fuck are they?
Alright. Oh, Brian is set up right next to their home area.
Yeah, but I guess he didn't see what the fuck was going on. Where is the guy? Oh, fuck. I'm getting hit. Oh.
How big is he?
Hang on, here he is. 3 million. Oh, yeah.
Wait, 3 million? Not 3 billion? I don't see where this guy is. Like, is he in the center?
Hang on.
He is? Okay. Well, shit, dude.
Killed him.
I need to get some of my troops back.
He's dead.
I think I saw him move some troops out. Alright, I'm going to keep one of my marches at home for a moment. Man, I can't get my troops back.
He must have had fuck all troops. $66,000. What's he got left? Fucking nothing. Holy shit. Buffs are non-existent on this guy. Bro, this guy's from server 880. Like, what the fuck? Don't even worry about him. It's no point. Can't touch us.
Dude, I just used a bunch of speed ups on this march that's returning, and it's not going any faster. And it's pissing me off. It's taking like 2 minutes to get back. I hit like 5 or 6 speed ups. I should have got back in seconds. And it's not working.
Why the fuck did that report?
I wonder if I quit the game and restart it.
What is going on?
I'm not going to. Don't want to lose my points. Oh, that's right. You killed some.
Oh yeah, man. I only got like a couple of wounded here. Like fuck all. That new preset works well. I can't wait for SVS. I'm gonna train up some more of them low tiers and layer it up, and yeah, that'll be good.
Just to make it easy, I didn't bother like trying to go in and adjust the slider to get like a certain amount. I went in and trained one load.
Bro, have a look at this guy's buffs, man. Have a look at this guy's buffs. Mine are all over 400 or 300, right? And his are like fucking
15.
not even 20. What the fuck? And How's he K24 from server 880? Anyway, that's them done. Yeah, go on. Sorry. I got a bit excited when I seen someone to kill.
I want to attack this guy and kill his last troops because I want to see my buffs, dude. I don't know what my buffs are.
Well, kill him. There's no troops left. All you're going to kill is traps, but you at least get to see your buffs. Share the report.
I've had to wait for two and a half minutes for this fucking march to come back. And I was trying to hit speed ups and it was not working, dude. I think I need to restart my game because like the speed up for movement is not working for me.
Oh man, when I was in SBS in the enemy server, I was glitching so hard, like I couldn't teleport or anything, and I didn't want to shut down, and then the app closed while I was in the enemy server, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be fucking dead.
Yeah.
But luckily
See,
it wasn't.
okay, so now I hit return and this lady comes back and it says 0 and it's been sitting there forever and it's not getting it back.
Yeah, right.
Okay, my main march PvP setup, 82 million power.
Just send it.
I'm probably forced teleport that guy. Oh, he's got an army of troops marching back.
No, that's not him. That's someone scouting him. I think
oh no, that's probably from the tower, the Knight's Tower.
No, that's Decario sending him. Oh yeah. That's from the Knight's Hall. That's the Knight's hitting him now.
Okay, so I killed 39,000 troops. He actually had 39,000 troops. I lost 13 troops, dude.
Oh, I wish this had happened earlier.
Alright, now let's see, what are the buffs looking like? Dude, your buffs are better than mine, by quite a bit.
On West Oz, yeah, that's a bit amazing, isn't it?
But I'm trying to figure out how.
Bro, don't ask me. I don't even know how the fucking game works yet. I'm still trying to figure out the whole game.
I mean, seriously, look at these buffs. It's my ground troops, they're like 250. My range troops, they're like, you know, between 250 and 300. Yeah. My mounted is 300. Siege 275, 300, 230.
You need debuffs. Your debuffs aren't too flash.
Well, I've got it. Actually, look at the debuffs I got for ground, range, mounted, and siege. They all have debuffs against the enemy.
Yeah.
Attack minus 85, minus 52, minus 23.
That guy had nothing at all. It's like he's done no fucking work. Is it another bot? Or they left? Did they run from the battlefield? Nah. They're still here somewhere. Problem is now they can't even heal.
39,000 troops.
Hey?
Dude's only like level 24 or something, right? He didn't have much to begin with, but you know what? He'll get it all back.
Well, that's the thing, except for his traps, so he's right. And he'll get the rewards for coming in and doing nothing.
Wait, why is it saying that my general was Raimondo? Oh, the dude! Ah, for fuck's sake.
Are you sending the wrong people in?
It didn't, dude, I'm glitched because I selected the correct thing.
Your preset.
And it should have sent my main general, and instead it sent Raimondo. Dude, Raimondo is the city general. He's like number 2 on the wall.
But if you
can't even go anywhere. But that's what it should.
No, wait. You took him off the wall to send him to me, didn't you?
He's on the wall, dude. I've just checked. I put him back. So, like, just now I selected my primary PvP march, and instead it sent Raimondo, who's on the wall, and that was it. No secondary general, none of that gear, nothing. Yep. That's why my buffs are shit, dude.
Yeah.
If it had sent my primary dude, you'd be seeing much better buffs.
Let's find out where that guy went.
I know where he went. I see him right here.
Ping him.
Okay, King Arthur Subutai. Select the subordinate cities. This is 82 million. All right, I hit March. Now, let me see if speed ups will work. Nope, it's not even consuming them. Oh yeah, it is. It's consuming them, but it's not changing the march speed at all. It says 2 minutes to get that guy. I just used like 10 speed ups, and it's seeing nothing.
Oh yeah, I found him. I just followed. No, you've already hit him. Your troops are coming back. I'm watching your line. Your troops are on the way back, bro. You might need to restart.
Really?
I just watched you hit her. Or him, or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. Let me have a look. Probably him.
Dude, and now it's saying Ramondo. Oh, wait. Hang on. Let me see. No, I don't even have the new battle report yet. Yeah, my shit's fucked, dude. I'm gonna have to reboot, but I don't want to do it right now because I don't want to risk that it resets my points or anything.
Oh yeah, true that. It might kick you out of the fucking battlefield, eh?
That's what I don't want.
No, definitely not. Oh, you're second tonight. Oh, you're going to get first soon, though. You're gaining on Royals quick. Zeta's beating me. Wolf Creek was being fucking done nothing tonight because he had no one to kill. West Oz is going alright. Fourth. Cool.
So Royals came in and was just taking cities immediately. I got kind of hung up a bit at the beginning.
Yeah, he beat me to the...
behind.
The fuck, there must be like a 2-second time delay in between countries or shit. Because he beat me there while my time was still counting down.
So yeah, he got ahead on the city captures, and then you're just gonna be further behind the whole match. But then I did send my guys out to occupy pretty quickly, but now I'm down a whole occupying force because I pulled one back so I could hit that guy. I've only got 4 out instead of 5 occupying. Okay, so now my primary march just came back, but you saw them come back ages ago, right?
Yep.
I'm looking at my attack and it says Raimondo is the general. Yeah, dude, this is fucked. I definitely have to reboot. My speed ups aren't working. I just blew a ton of speed ups and got my marches that still take the same amount of time.
Well, they did work because I watched you hit her flat out, but they just didn't work on your screen.
Like you saw things go flat out, but I didn't. Like it still took 2.5 minutes on mine. Dude, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Righto. Where is this fucker gone? Oh, nothing left. only traps they got is for calves, so send anything but calves and you should get no wounded. Oh. Who's chilling up here? Okay.
I'm back.
Oh, yep.
Sorry, I had to go back to the bathroom pretty badly. Dude, I am really bummed out that the one chance that I've had in days to like see my dudes in action, and the game's bugged, and I didn't even get to see the effect of like my generals that I improved and got their gear up and everything.
Yeah, I know that shit.
And it literally gave me a general who is on the wall, not even eligible, and that's the one he's in. But oh well. So I'm betting that some of these guys show up, and when there's only like one guy on the other team, I'm betting that they're hoping that nobody shows up, or it's one guy on the enemy team. Because imagine if you showed up here by yourself, captured all the cities,
You get heaps of points.
You get tons of points, right? And then at the end of the season, you're in that top 100.
Yeah.
And that's an achievement. Like, there's an achievement for that. I don't remember what it's called, but like some prize you get for being in the top 100.
Yeah. Oh, it might be your internet connection because you're sort of slightly lagging on the Discord call there just then.
That sucks.
I only got 8 wounded out of that battle with that.
Yeah, it says I had 13 wounded, but that's because it's not using the right generals. Dude, the right generals, I should have been like much, much higher buffs. Massively higher buffs.
Oh, hang on. We were looking at my buffs from Wolf Creek 1, weren't we? I didn't hit the guy from West Oz. I need to see what them buffs are.
Yeah.
Maybe I go hit him.
Yeah, look at that. Royals is pulling away. Score-wise, no one's going to catch him because nobody's taking a city.
He took the main Constantinople. He just beat me there by a couple of seconds. Yep.
That's got to be worth a bunch of points.
Oh, well, it's good. We get lots of resources and lots of rewards.
Let's see who I have in the hospital. Oh, it doesn't show anybody. What? I said I had 13 dudes wounded. Did somebody use a supply thing and get
hey, who's hitting him? Sticario is going in for the attack.
So here's what happens when you get a large infusion of resources that allow you to build something that costs a lot, right? If you look through the quests, one of the quests is a consumption quest, where when you use minutes of speed ups of the common type, the construction, healing, etc., you get achievements for that. And it turns out the achievements you get for using a lot of speed ups is a ton of resources. And one of them, you can get like several 100 million resources as a reward for using like that level of resources. Well, guess what you do with several 100 million resources, right? You build something else, use even more speed ups, and so it keeps you moving down that ladder, and you pull in tons and tons of resources just from the quest because you started out with tons of resources that allowed you to use all those speed ups and work your way down through that achievement. It's it's like capitalism. The rich keep getting richer because you have to have a bunch of resources to begin with in order to use up all the speed ups to start you down the path.
I get my best resources from SVS when I go in with.
Oh, by looting people?
Yeah.
So you go in, and what are you looking for? You're looking for cities, right? But are you looking for resource points? And do you find them?
I find plenty of people. I mark heaps of people, right? Generally, I'll try and hit like 10, 15 people that aren't in an alliance first that are over, say, 10 million power at least, because they're going to have some resources. Then you start hitting people that are in alliances, but then you got to move real quick because it comes up in the battle logs, right? So someone's going to ping you to the fucking world chat, and then the enemy's going to be on you. So I make like, say, 20 attacks in 15 minutes and then come back, usually without getting caught. And I usually come back with like an extra 30 or 40 million of each resources. Takes a while to find the right people to hit, but.
And because you can't scout them in advance without giving yourself up, I did see one thing, which I'm sure is what you do as well, which is if you look at the guy and he's like level 28, but he's got like 10 million power, well, that city's empty. You know what I mean? Like, you can kind of tell the cities are empty just because they'll have much lower power. And if there's actual troops there, then it'll be higher power for the level.
Yeah, no, I spend ages looking before I go in and like make heaps of bookmarks.
So yeah, I think I didn't spend as much time as I needed to last time. The last SVS, you'll recall, I had to be gone for a couple days anyway.
Yeah,
but that
that's
first
right.
night, I went and attacked probably 15 cities, and I killed 1,200 troops, and that was it. Everything else that I hit was empty. Killed a bunch of traps. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hit a couple of resource tiles as well. Always look for resource tiles. They're good. The last server we had was pretty onto it. We'll see what the next one's like. Hopefully we get a decent fucking matchup.
Yeah, with a server that's approximately the same age.
Well, it doesn't matter about the same age, just as long as it's about the same fucking strength. Because the last one was ridiculous. We were outnumbered so bad. I was kind of worried to even go in there, but then I went in there and, yeah, I didn't get caught really. I got force ported out of there, but all my troops were out or ghosted anyway, so I didn't really get hurt.
Well, remember that guy that wanted you to kill all of his level 1s in order to fill up the hospital so that during SVS, instead of having to buy them out of the hospital, they were dead and you could revive them? But this is kind of a loophole in the game, right? You're in SVS. If your troops get wounded, it costs you a lot of resources to get them out, right? But if they're dead, you can revive them with those revival stones, which is essentially free if you got a lot of them, right? So this guy fills up his hospital with wounded level 1s. Dude, you know how much my hospital capacity is right now? Like, because I went into the academy, did like all this research to maximize the hospital. 986,000 or 980,600 troops can go into the hospital now. That's not quite a full march. But with the hospital and the holy tower that can take a bunch of deserters and like ghosts and stuff, I can almost have an entire main march get wiped out and not really lose anybody. Like be able to get them back one way or the other. And that's what I was going for, because remember the last SVS when both of us lost like heaps of dudes during the purge.
Oh, fucking don't remind me about it. I should have screenshot that battle report because I didn't realise how many hundreds of thousands of fucking calves that I actually killed.
Dude. Hundreds of thousands of level 13s, dude, that cost me hundreds and hundreds of millions of resources to build in the first place were just wiped out.
How did this happen? I know. Anyway.
Well, I know how it happened for me. I fucked up. I got a little bit too eager.
Well, so did I. I didn't even scout or send in the right troops and just hit that guy and got fucked. Lost like 60 million power in one attack. And I haven't even been able to get back to that 138 million I was at.
I did obviously get back, but it's like I said, it cost me some money. Dude, I don't even want to admit it. I basically coined the shit out of it. This going into this weekend especially. As soon as I got that triple certificate, I bought a really expensive package and got 3 times as much.
Yeah, but look at your power now. What are you normally at? Like, wait, 240, 244.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Like, fucking hell, man. That's insane. How long have you been playing for?
Oh, a couple months.
Yeah, I've been playing for like an extra month probably on you. And,
yeah, but dude, I've coined more than you have by far.
Well, I haven't coined anything. All I coined was into this one account that I nearly got fucking scammed out of, and that's it.
Yeah. Now,
I should have put all that money into the game, and then my main account would have been probably fucking $1 billion power. But I don't want to disclose how much I got scammed out of.
No, I think you mentioned it to me before. I put it this way: I've paid a lot less than that. So like I'm actually more powerful than WC1 now.
Yeah.
And I paid less in coin in the game than you paid for the account. But
don't even talk to me about it. My wife might watch this stream. She knows not much.
Dude, it's it's taken a shit ton of time. Like I said, in the last day or so, I was looking at the blazons. I was looking at the sub-city generals, the wall city generals, looking at all my equipment, trying to figure out what match sets I wanted. And then I fucked up, dude. Like, I had an Ares spear that I had made from a dragon spear, and that takes a lot of badges to go from dragon to Ares. But then I made that Achimedy helmet, and then I looked at it and was like, well, fuck, I should have made an Ares helmet or an Achimedy spear, because then I have a match set. And so I had to actually earn some more of whatever it was that I needed and make an Achimedy spear, even though I had an Ares spear, just to get that match set of 2 of 6, because it was worth it. Like, that plus 10% is definitely worth it.
Yeah,
I like wasted all those resources.
I just got a message from the email, from the fucking enemy. Yeah. Hang on. Fuck. What's the shortcut for paste? I mean copy?
Control C. Like, I don't know what it is in the game.
Control C, yeah. Alright, hang on. I'll paste it into the chat.
But I did get a lot of buildings upgraded. Like, the Academy's 33 now, the Forge is 33, the Hospital's 33, the Wall's 33, the Archery Tower's 33, Pasture's only 30, Watchtower, I think, had to go up to 33. Yeah. Art Museum's 32.
Oh man, fuck. Oh, just trying to get
Rally
everything.
33.
Just to get the resources to get everything to get. Oh man, it's just ridiculous. I'm getting there. I'll go back out the bush and find a shitload of gold to put a few $100 in so I can catch up to your power.
Well, so here's the thing. The Siege Tower is 32, Mounted's 32, Archery's 32. My barracks for the ground troops is only 30. You know what I mean? The embassy's only 27. Research factory's 29. Like, not everything is up. Like, warehouse is 31. The shrine is level 30. So some things the rally point then, the war hall is only 27, but I can still rally like 4 million troops. I could rally almost 5 million troops now. It's what, 4.9 million troops I can rally. But nobody ever joins those with that many troops, right?
Well, when we do SVS and if we get a good matchup, then we'll have big rallies on players. We'll go sit on the edge of the map and rally on towns and shit. That'll be fun.
Yeah, well, I'll be able to rally almost 5 million with a level 27 Warhol, dude. If I get that up to another 2 or 3 levels.
Wait, mine's level 28, and I can only rally 4.3 million. So you must have done more research than me or something.
Well, yeah. So if you hit the, let's see, you get the detail on the Warhol. It says 3.6 million plus 1.34 million in green.
Oh, alright, hang on. Mine says 4.3 million plus 1.2 million in green.
Okay, so you can rally more than me.
So I can rally 5.5 million.
But it's the same thing when you're looking at the hospital, right? I got my hospital up to, it's up to 33 now because literally for this match this morning.
No. That in the green, I think that's what you get on your next level, isn't it?
No. When it says plus that's what you get from buffs. So, like, looking at my hospital, I get 330,000 because of the hospital level, and then plus 650,000 from all the research buffs and everything that I did. So my hospital will now hold 980,000 troops. But most of those troops are because of all the research. Dude, you go into the academy and have a look. If you go all the way down some of these things, it's like over and over again, like expanding the capacity of the hospital. And so I've been doing all of these. Oh, and here's the other one I wanted to show you. So you go into Subordinate City in the Academy.
Yeah.
And you see this one called In-City Attack, In-City hit points, In-City.
I haven't even
defense,
unlocked
right?
them yet. Yeah.
Right. But so do the bare minimum just to get to that, because if you look at In-City Attack, it says each subordinate city increases the troop attack when defending the main city.
Yeah.
Well, if you get level 3 of that, it's 3%. But it's 3% of what? It's 3% times however many subs you have. I actually have 6 subordinate cities now. That's 18%.
All right.
So plus 18% on the attack and the hit points and the defense. And then if you keep scrolling down that, it keeps coming back, because you got in-city attack. And then if you go down a lot more, you've got advanced in-city attack, advanced in-city hit points, etc.
I'm nowhere near unlocking those.
At the very bottom, it's super in-city attack.
I haven't been researching that shit. I've been doing the other stuff.
Yeah.
God damn it. Like, all my military stuff's almost done. But at the end of the day, you need all that other stuff. That's why I lost so many troops, because the fucking medical research wasn't done.
Yeah, so I finally went back in the last week to the medical aid one. And there's still levels at the bottom I don't have, because it requires a level 35 academy. But like, I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and it's got and super surgery. Like, super surgery increases the speed of healing tier 13 and tier 14 troops, and then they've got the tier 11, 12. They've got, whatever. They got several different categories. Like senior surgery is 11 and 12. Medium surgery is 8 to 10, and junior surgery is 1 to 7, right? So I get these things leveled up quite a bit. That means that the speed ups it's going to take to get my guys out of the hospital is going way down, because I've sped up all of the tiers. And if you look at the top of the medical aid, there's actually, what's that called? Mounted troop healing increases the speed of healing mounted troops. I got that one maxed, dude. It's at plus 70, right? Ground troop healing, range troop healing. So I maxed all of those, and then I haven't maxed because I just haven't been able to do it. But I'm at like 15 out of 20 on the junior surgery and 19 out of 20 on the medium surgery. Senior is actually maxed 20 to 20, and then super surgery is 18 of 20. But that requires a level 34 academy just to get the last couple of levels. But all of those things put together mean that the number of speed ups that it takes me to get my guys out of the hospital is like half of what it was before, or less than half. And then there's like the hospital capacity. You look through there, what's that one called? Hospital scale increases the hospital capacity. That's at 20 out of 20.
Bro, are you seeing the chat here? The fucking team's gone soft, bro. They wanna let this person occupy a building and all kinds of shit. Zeta wants to give her the Knights Hall.
No, not the Knights Hall. Come on.
Oh fucking no shit. Hang on, I'm getting a beer.
Well, if they want to let this person have one city just so that we're gracious, I'm in favor of that. But Knights Hall will just mean the rest of us have to say, well, you know what? They'll never hit us. There's only 7 minutes left. Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, fuck
as
that.
Far as I'm concerned.
They're not getting the Knights Hall. It doesn't matter if they don't. It doesn't matter if they don't get any points. They still get rewards for coming. The reports are still. The rewards are still good for losing.
I'm okay with them taking like one portal off to the side or whatever just to get something.
Hang on, I'm back in a minute.
Funny thing is, if they hit Knights Hall, the rest of us will be absorbing waves of Knights but the problem is there's 7 minutes left in the match. and they take so long to get to you that probably never even get hit once.
Now, I wish we could have replayed that match from the other night where we played all them bots, because I think now with our marches
We could fuck that guy now.
we could have done some fucking damage, you know.
Well, you could have. Unfortunately, with my guy being bugged and sending Ramondo out there who's naked. Ramondo has jack shit for equipment because he's a secondary general. It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
All that work, all that shit I poured into my building the perfect PvP march for my level. Dude, absolutely fucked. But I don't want to restart, because what if I quit the game and come back in and kick me out of Battlefield? I don't get any points for that.
Yeah, nah, best not to risk it, eh? Luckily we didn't have fucking a real battle on our hand, eh?
Yeah, no doubt. I am kind of curious, though, with these scores. Whether or not we'll be able to make, like, the top 100 or something like that for BOC and get whatever that achievement is. By the end of the season.
Well, I've been getting some good fame from these battles, like Occupy, getting over 10,000 points. I've done that on both accounts, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've had some good ones, but tonight, not so good. Nothing to kill. And, yeah. Generally, if I want to score really high, I'll just focus on one account and then use the other one later on and bring it in later on in case we need it to back up.
Well, one issue that's only a personal problem, but for the Alliance it's not a bad issue to have, is that we had so many people show up that each of us is only going to get 2 or 3 portals tops.
Yeah.
And so your score is only going to go so high. If you had like half the portals or 2/3 of the portals with one guy, you'd have a huge score by the end. That's how I bet that all these guys that make the top 100 are probably guys that show up and they're the only guy in their alliance, and then nobody else shows up from the other team, and they just run up this massive score. Just they can't really be fighting and get those kind of scores. Yeah, so I blew through most of my Blazons last night, reordering all of the Blazons in all of my troop types so that they all have a 6 out of 6 bonus.
Yeah.
Because before I was just looking at what each Blazon did, and so I had like 2 out of 4, and had 2 or 3 different types or whatever, mix and match. And so last night I'm like, fuck that. The match set bonus is bigger than whatever the Blazon itself actually is, in most cases. So I reordered all of them.
Yeah, I don't think mine are all matched up either, eh? Actually, on Wolf Creek 1, most of them aren't even fucking equipped because I haven't had time to look at it.
Yeah, man. See, this is where it's going to take you some time, literally going through all of this stuff with a fine-tooth comb.
See, this sucks. We had no enemy and we got like 40k points, but last time when we had enemies, we won by 50k points. Well, we had like one enemy at least. One that wanted to fight though.
I think what happened is every time these portals change hands, somebody's getting scored. You know what I mean? So like, I'm chasing that. Last match, we had this one dude going around the map. He would take a portal, he would disappear, I would take it. He'd take the next one. As soon as he disappeared, I would take that one. And like, so we're running up the score by like churning through these portals over and over again. But without a fight, I mean, there's no churning, so.
Oh, fuck.
Now that's funny. You could totally make a bargain with the other guy. It's like, okay, let's both sit by the same portal. You take it, I'll take it. You take it, I'll take it. You take it.
Well, yeah,
it.
generally we do get emails for people that don't want to fight and just want one building or some shit like that. But that's a good idea, right? To score maximum points, you just tell the team, oh yeah, you go in, I go in, you go in, I go in, and then the points just keep going up and up and up, and then at the end we quickly just fucking destroy them and we win the game. That's a serious war tactic right there.
But anyway, dude, Research Academy, man, I've gone through probably 5 times over the last month. I would sit down and go through all of these different branches and see what do I have the resources and time for, and the research stones, which I was running out of research stones, right? And then you'd get cock blocked because you get to a skill where it says you must have like the academy at level 32 or 33 or whatever. So I'd research up to that point, and then later on when I get the academy up another level, I got to go back and find all the ones where I was cock blocked and move them up. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Royals with 12,000. I'm with 7,000. Brian's got 7,000.
Fuck yeah.
Bull Creek 47. Zeta 36. Dario Caro. Sparta. So Sparta showed up at the end and sent reinforcements.
Now,
out.
Sparta was there at the beginning. He was there before most of the other people. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was up to. Oh, he got some points. He ducked out for a while. Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna restart the game like right now just to
Righto.
get it out of whatever.
I'm going to end this stream, so thanks for watching everyone that had a look, and give us a like if you liked it. It was boring as fuck this time, and we only burnt one person, but next time, hopefully we'll get to burn a shitload of more people.